Alright, let's do some practice. Let's practice using loops on an example that is more related to trading. Here is our task. You are to calculate the average closing price of the last 10 bars, which is from shift 0 to shift 9, and print it out. Pause the video, try it out, and we will see you on the other side. Welcome back. Here is the task. Here is the solution. I know it looks a little bit intimidating, but after we go through it, it will all make sense to you. So to calculate the average closing price of the last 10 bars, there are two steps. The first step is to get data of the closing price. The second step is to average it. So to get data of closing price, we have done this before. We need these three lines. This is the same as what we did in the lecture on getting open, high, low, close prices. So we are not going to go through them in detail. Let's move on to this part. Calculating average price. So what I did was to use loops to sum up all the close price. And once I did that, I divide it by 10. So you see, this is our sort of algorithm for summing. You saw it before in the previous lecture. Total equals total plus the addition. So in this case, this is the closing price at shift X. So I'm using X here to help us reference which shift we want. So take note of this. In most cases, you will usually use the variable in your loop in some way within the loop itself. And note that this is X is less than total bar. And since total bar is 10, we are only looping to 9. It is not less than or equals to, alright? So this loop will run from 0 to 9 in steps of 1. Let me run through a few steps with you. So at the start, new value of result total equals to 0 plus shift 0 closing price. Loop it again, new value equals to that old value plus shift 1, X is now 1, closing price. Do it 10 times. Once you've done it, the average equals to the total divided by 10. And then you print it out. Let us try it out. Loops, average price, solution. So we are told the average price is 1.22111. Let me double check using a moving average. MA period is 10. Shift from 0, closing price, simple method. So at the last row in the data window, you see that the answer is 1.221109, which is what we got.